Hey guys, it's me, dubred, here with another video for you guys today, and today we are back in my summer car, and basically I'm going to start off by introducing you to this game if you've never seen it played before, or have never played it before, or so on and so forth. My Summer Car is a game set in 1990s Finland, 1995 to be exact. You're tasked with building this car. You don't have to build it like this, you can build it any way you want. Basically, the three things you need to do is build a car, get it inspected, and drink beer. Not die. Or water, actually. Tap water works. I've got 98 mods in total, so it's very, very not vanilla, plus my own custom textures. Apart from the Heineken beer bottle thing and case, and the Clean Satsuma mod, or Datsun, as this thing is. Oh yeah, and the Datsun textures. Datsun texture. The Datsun badges and everything. The mud flaps I did myself. They're not great for my own kind of job, but they're good enough. And then there's no rust on the car or anything. Anyways, the original car is actually a Satsuma AMP. I've got a Datsun pack. So it looks like a Datsun. It is very much not vanilla as far as in-game modifications for the car are concerned. Like, game mods, not vanilla either, but as far as the car mods are concerned, this thing is good as they go. Or as good as they get. Sorry. So in here in the store, I'm going to give you guys a tour of this little town called Perijärvi. We have along this wall basically all your car stuff. You got coolant, motor oil, brake fluid, also doubles as clutch fluid. When you buy one of these for the first time, you get yourself a little mount for inside the car. All of the colors that you could possibly want for spray painting the car. Motor oil, once again, 2-stroke fuel for your moped and your boat. And then, oh yeah, the Everstart battery. I did that one, and then the Fram oil logo. There, I did that logo and these logos. Should have put an N in front of the Ever, because then it's Never Start. And the Philips light bulb thing, which didn't turn out great. So you got lottery here, cigarettes, nicotine gum, and you got all the seat, wheel, and dash covers for the actual region you live in, Suomi, Finland. Right here you got a modded thing where you can buy items from mods that you can get. I got a VHS mod. Got sausages, macarons, pizza, and then stuff you can't buy. Once again, that's mod right there. Everybody's got some chips, I'm gonna buy some of those. Milk, green milk, charcoal for your grill, and then of course these guys here. I don't know what mod those are from, but I know that I bought them, and I don't know why. And then you got sleeping pills that you can get. Of course, that's also from a mod. You can OD on those by accident die. Then the stuff to make Finnish sugar wine, which is what we're going to be doing today. Alright. So, I do have a couple of things I need to do quickly before we can actually get going. So, you guys want to hold on for a second. Be there shortly. Alright guys, now I feel I need to explain something to you. I'm not going back to the vanilla game house. I actually have a mod that enables an apartment that mimics, well not mimics, is very close to the apartment that you can help a friend of yours move to later in the game. So that's where we're going to go do this. I already got my bucket and everything. Using the Carry More, the backpack alternative mod, so you can carry more stuff, obviously. But yeah, oh yeah, completely custom colored gauges. It's the actual mod you can get. No, that's not. That's the button for the mod. F4. Pretty cool. You can adjust the colors of the gauges. Those guys come with the car in the game, and then of course the mobile phone. Can't open my glove compartment because of my roll cage, but that's alright. I'm okay with that. Okay, e-brakes off. stalled the car. That is not a rare occurrence in this game when you're 8-shifter wheel stuff. You don't want to blow the motor. Try and get it moving. Alright, that's better. For some reason, the controls in this game, especially when using wheel, shifter, clutch pedal, everything, all that, they lag quite a bit. So, like, although once they get going, there. Alright. So, this is Perry Arby. That's the store that we just left. That's the pub next to the store. Those of you that saw, like, older YouTubers like Spears, the Amazing, and not the other guy's name. And besides the point, they have all done this game. Matter of fact, pretty sure that this game actually made quite a few of them famous. I know that Radex and Radex PL, same guy, PL at the end, his channel name is actually the Polish one, so go and check him out. I like watching his videos. He's cool because he does all the mod reviews and everything, so pretty neat. Alright, here we are. The apartment that we own is down here at the end. Once again, sorry for the lag. I'm trying to mess around with the open broadcaster software stuff, get it repaired so it doesn't do that. Boy, I love it. Sounds good. Don't mind the smoke, the exhaust lingers from behind the car. I know people are like, what? But it's turbocharged. Turbocharged cars don't have exhaust. But actually they do. I personally did not know that. I mean, I know that a lot of people are probably thinking that I'm incredibly stupid for not knowing that right now, but I myself did not know that. Alright. This is our apartment. I left the lights on, so the power bill is going to be really expensive. Door, there we go. So, tour of the apartment. Got your booze bottle. No, kidding. Got one of my CDs, that's rock music that I've got, you know. Label it pretty simple, rock and shit. That's just about all you need. And then, of course, I got my JDM mix over at the other house. New CD, as a matter of fact. Got your television here. So you can watch Topless Gun. Topless Gun is actually the name of the creator of the game. So this is just some stupid yet funny play on his name. Okay. Pretty cool, though. Alright, anyways, over here, we've got our horse pills. Also known as sleeping pills, that make you incredibly tired, which I'm not a fan of. Fully stocked oh man, I didn't need to buy more beer, I already had plenty. You can drink tap water like that to survive, and then you gotta go take showers and stuff and all that, blah 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 blah. Anyways, we will not be showering here anytime soon, because that is where we're gonna be brewing our kill you. Alright, so, it's already full of water, so that's a plus. So the bucket is already full of water. So step one, obviously, fill with water. You can do that usually in the bathroom of either this apartment, if you have this mod, or any other thing. And like that, and you can pick that, turn on shower, you don't need that. But we're already full, so that's good. Yeah, it's this one, because I emptied the other one. Okay, we got chips. Black spray paint for the hood. There's our yeast. Want 1 yeast, 6 sugar is the best thing for that kill you. And then basically you brew it by just putting all of this stuff in there. Once all that stuff is actually in there, sorry, I was testing the audio. I wanted to make sure that the keyboard wasn't messing with the microphone. That was a problem in one of my older videos, I noticed. And then, of course, just put that on there. Put it in the bathroom. Or anywhere. You don't have to put it anywhere. But wherever you want to put it, really. I just like putting it in the bathroom. Because it's out of sight, out of mind. So you go and take a shower and you're like, hey, let's get drunk. But actually, oh, I forgot juice bottles. You need juice from the store. You need to drink the juice out of the bottles and then keep them. And then you dip them into that bucket once that stuff's brewed. how it brews is just basically ferments like alcohol does. So it's going to be in there, and then it's going to start bubbling. And once it stops bubbling, which is going to be, I think it was 2 outside of game hours or 30 in-game hours. I don't remember, something like that. Yeah. And then it'll be ready to get out of there using our little juice cans. This is the bedroom, got the NWA thing. That's just something I saw on one of the YouTube things that I saw. I was like, that looked cool. Rolling Stones, second favorite band of all time. People think I'm crazy, and I concur. I am very. That's 100A Cherry. That's pretty much that car, except real. Got a little radio there, and that is not vanilla. Not vanilla. Not vanilla. Right here, we got ourselves a whole bunch of modifications in a magazine that we can buy, and then what we do after that, after we buy something, couldn't buy something. Rally struts. Gotta take this guy up to the store, which sucked when it was in the old house, because in the old house you were across the map, and really the fastest way to get here was by boat over the lake right here. I don't know if you can see it. That island, that's Cottage Island, and then that piece of land right there, that is where the house is the old house is. That door. That's red, that's red, that's red. The other one. I left it inside. Well, oh, there it is. Perfect. So here what we got to do, these are like jobs. They'll call you and say like, hey, come pump the sewage out of our sewage thing, or hey, deliver me firewood, or hey, do this, hey, do that. Move hay bales to farm, deliver fish to grandma, deliver firewood. So, 3 things we should do. It's Monday, so that means Saturday market isn't open. It's another mod. So I'm gonna go and get the boat. Maybe in another video and fishing for grandma. Perfect. It takes longer when it's not a mod part. It takes longer to paint them when they're not mod parts. And I would have done blue like the rest of the internals for the motor. I had this all decked out in the GT parts, and it had a small turbocharger, so I didn't need a big weird hood like that, which I actually am beginning to miss, having just a turbocharger. That thing. I don't know if that's very good. It's alright. You can actually check motor damage here. Looks like we're all still good. Unbuckle my harness. Unbuckle my harness. Can't see over the economy gauge. I might have to disable that mod. Because we got it in this anyways now. Our bulbs on the headlights are getting to go. Alright, cool. Wait, can I? In here? No. Alright, because I was like, that'd be cool. The maximum boost. Alright, we're going to turn on all of our traction control and turbo anti-lag. We don't need the rev limit at all. Mainly because I haven't figured out how it works, and I don't feel like trying to figure out how it works. Weird. I actually got pretty good with this when it was the GT turbocharger, but actually I got really good when it got the car. Like all or nothing as far as like with the pedals and wheel setup thing for controlling, because like gas pedal, you got to give it everything, get it to go a little bit to get going in this game, which is really annoying because that's how I end up. Well, actually, no. The only times I've blown the motor is when I pinned it sitting still, and when I accidentally shifted in third from fourth. And that was actually just a few minutes ago, but I went back to an old save. Oh, and by the way, in case you didn't know this already, this game has 2 settings for death. Permadeath and not permadeath. I have permadeath enabled. That's why it says mortal up in the top left. Because I am mortal. If I die, I die. There's no coming back from it. But to combat that, I just made a copy of my save. So that if I do die, I don't have to worry. Which is actually a really, really cool thing. Listen to that. Beautiful, beautiful turbocharger. Big boy turbo. I like that turbo. I like that turbo a lot, actually. Great turbo. Choke's not ours. For some reason, with the racing carburetors, our air fuel gauge on the left, that one that says 18, it always says. Sorry about that choppy driving there, trying to get it going and get my camera straight there. Anyways, it always says 18.0 for that. Whoa, that was weird. Tugs a lot when you're giving it gas, so kind of gotta get back a little bit there with the turbocharger. So the speed limit is 100 km/h, and I have yet to actually really test out the cruise control. Try that. Is that it? Mine it. Oh, wait. There we go. 100. 100 km. Look at that. Kind of working. But it's also kind of not. So we're gonna... Alright, I think it's because I'm in fourth. I'm not gonna go into second. I've made that mistake of shifting far down. I know I'm going into the other lane. Who cares? Yeah. Didn't hear the door close. It's alright though. Pretty cool car, you gotta admit. I mean, fun to drive. Yeah. So I'm gonna give you 3 seconds to notice the dirty joke they hit in. Okay, you had 3 seconds just about there. See the steering wheel? See with the medallion in the middle of the steering wheel? It's prostate and prostate, but they got prostate on prostate actually on just about everything. Their version of like Momo and Sparko, I guess you could say. Turn off. We're gonna floor it because why not? That was close. Wow, car is literally going all over the road. I'm excited for those new shots. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. Oh no. That's alright. I forgot that I need to put the envelope in the mailbox at the door. Actually, I'm beginning to wonder if you can just mail it from the house. Because that's a new feature. The mailboxes are relatively new. Sorry about driving all over the road. I just love it. Love smothering that road with that oil that drips out of this 30-year-old car. I love that. That blow-off valve sounds so good. Blow-off valve. I forgot the name. I don't know why. I've been forgetting things lately. I'm beginning to believe that maybe coronavirus is gonna kill people either from the respiratory problems or from just plain having to be stuck at home and going completely, like, crazy. I am stir crazy at the moment. It's just been so long since I've been able to go anywhere. That's a joke. That is very much a joke. When you live in the wilderness, you can go anywhere you want. Whatever. Apart from the stores. Stores closed after 9. Oh no, I think it's gonna rain. By the way, what I am doing now, in case you have not been told yet, if I forgot to tell you earlier, I'm going back to the house to pick up the JDM CD. I was actually maybe going to show you guys the old house so you guys can get a taste of what real My Summer Car is like. Yeah, $5,000. This thing is not earning, well, like 4.5. Yeah. It doesn't make too much noise at $4.5. For those of you that don't speak car, that is 4,500 RPM. 4,500 RPM. 4,500. Or 45, as people read it often, which is really annoying because that is not the RPM. 45 times 100, or 450 10, or 4 times 1,000. On trucks, it's usually times 100 pound. So like it'll be 30 times 100, 50 times 100. And diesels especially. Because, you know, diesels have a very low red line, so it's going to be like, they'll red line at $3,000 or $4,000. Usually around 3. But I know that people can get those 5.9 liter Cummins up to at least 6 if they put in the right engine block and all the good internals from the motor and everything. Which is pretty awesome, if you ask me. That means that, like, with an added 400 horsepower, a Cummins 5.9 liter turbo diesel motor, 24 valve, would be putting out so much torque and so much horsepower. And then, of course, stories that I've heard from relatives of mine is that back in the days when the Duramax came out, they actually had to revamp their transmission because it was breaking because of the sheer torque that the Duramax could give. And that's a testament to Duramax motors, but not so much to the transmissions they used back then. I know newer Duramaxes, they got the Allison transmission, which is a good pair. It's a good pair. Allison's an alright brand. Pretty reputable, pretty big. I like Snap-on or Craftsman, you know. That's just as good as my Pittsburgh stuff from Harbor Freight, but sometimes big name stuff's pretty cool too. Oh, look at me driving all over the road. I love to drive all over the road. I've said that already. Okay, so if we turn left now, that goes to your uncle's house, and uncle is, well, let's face it, he drinks a lot, and he's very annoying. But you can talk to him, so that's a plus. Sit down and have a beer and talk to your uncle. Uncle, can I have a beer, uncle? Yes, you can. Good. Alright. Going at negative 6 kmh. Kinda wish it was in miles an hour, because I don't know how to convert kmh to miles an hour. I've never learned it, because I really don't care. Alright, we're actually going to turn on radio. Which radio CD? And then turn on me. Not in there. Jeez. That's the one. Yep, JDM. That's. I know it's more like EDM, electronic dance music, or bass boosted music, but yeah, I was watching videos of car meets and while I was building Satsuma. That was actually like 10 minutes ago. It's only 4 o'clock. That one, that's better. Alright, so before we get going again, I'm going to show you guys basically what this house is full of. This is the garage. Build the car here to begin with. All of the stock stuff. Pretty much mint condition. Got all the cool stuff. GT parts are down there. Some of them. And of course we got our sledgehammer that can be used to either break or fix the car depending on how you use it. Here's your old bedroom. Dad, you got a basketball. No hoop at the house, so. Then a boom box. And then you got the bathroom where you save. You gotta actually. That's how you save, is that a toilet. I know, it's weird. Then here's your parents' room. Not much to see here, just empty room that has purpose. Ah, the radar buster. And of course, this is the living room. You got television and a remote, so you can actually like look at weather and stuff for the region. But because it's all set to the other house, I can't use any stuff here. Apart from, I think I can use the sauna. Still use the shower. And still use the sauna. So that's cool. Yeah, basically, very, very creative Finnish thermometer there. Finland people. Finnish people. Honestly, though, like, 2 good pairs for, like, if you're, like, the kind of gamer that likes to watch television while you game or listen to something while you game, get Netflix and watch Lilyhammer. That's a great pair for this game. I'm telling you. I really kind of wish Steven Banzat, the guy in Lilyhammer, actually did more. It was a very good show. I think they were ahead of their time. That's the only taste of possible copyright infringement that you guys are going to get today. I'm sorry. I just can't risk that. I don't know. It may say non-copyright music, but at the end of the day, even though it says that, you're still going to get that copyright warning, know what I'm saying? Oh man, actually I only ever had 1 accidental copyright. I still hear it. Yeah, alright. So if I would have gunned it and gone across that, I would have died. Or stalled the car, which is worse. Probably the death one. I worked pretty hard to get here. And the save that I've got backed up is actually pretty old, so that would suck. Use the only save that you've ever had where you've been somewhat successful. Actually, no. My last save was great. And then the Satsuma disappeared, and I couldn't get it back. Well, the Datsun. You're gonna hear me refer to it as Satsuma, because that's what it actually is the Satsuma AMP. But it is kind of, in theory, a Datsun. Anyway, the car is awesome, and for those of you that don't know, you actually have to, 100% build the car. That means every single part that a standard inline-4 automobile from 1976 has, you put on this. Part by part by part. I put the buttons into the dashboard. I put the piston rings on the pistons. And then the piston heads on the con rods. And then those pistons onto the crankshaft inside the motor. You have to get the timing right, you have to adjust the valves, you have to adjust air-fuel ratio so that it's not running too lean or too rich, which is actually very difficult. You got to do the entirety of the running gear, and you have to somehow get a whole bunch of old parts that are around the map. I kind of cheated on the second and third times I ever did it. The first time I did it completely vanilla, and I never wanted to do it again. Just because of how sheer hard. Sheerly hard it is. Alright. I think we should go back to the pub, have a Heineken, and some sausage and fries. Maybe a few more things that we shouldn't have. I'll give you a little bit more of a tour in another video. Right now, we're just racing. More or less. I'm gonna keep it in 5th, I think. I'm actually gonna let off now because we're coming towards the car. This thing's very unruly at 200 km/h. It's actually 120 miles an hour at 200. No, 213. Was it? I don't know. Like the Christmas lights? Christmas lights? Everything in my studio is actually blue now. Like it used to be dubred green. Now it's more like dubred green blue, because, you know, the thing is, dubred is just, you know, a nickname of mine when I was young was Dub. And red was my favorite color. Also got red hair, which is lucky. And then green was actually my favorite color for a while too. I know it's weird, right? Dubred green was actually, that's actually my when I'm doing like Xbox stuff. But actually it's really just dubred when it comes to stuff here. So I'm dubred, and just about every single light on my PC, well, every light on my PC and every light on the desk is blue now. Pretty cool. I actually rearranged the studio today, or not today, 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago. Changed everything up. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I just like small, tight areas. Like, so like, you know, you'll be sitting in a big room, right? I'm not a fan of big open rooms unless the floor is open. I don't know why. I'm probably just crazy. But like, when I'm like driving in real life, when I'm driving, I get super close to the steering wheel and everything, because that's just where I'm comfortable. I like everything close. And you're talking about a 6-foot guy who's still in the process of getting 6-footer growing. I am glad that I put ABS, the ECU mod in it. Donnertech Racing Turbocharger, rather, and the Donnertech Racing ECU, that's also where the control panel is in the game. You have to buy that separately at Fleetari's Auto Repair. That's what you came here for. Anyways, overall, it's a fun game. It's actually the only thing that's been keeping me sane for the past 3 days. That's, and that, really, actually. That, yeah, you know, I was actually thinking of restarting Lilyhammer. Thing is, it's easy to watch it once it's started, as far as that show's concerned. It's hard to start it again, because it's weird. It's weird, and it's kind of like that stagnant feeling of, I've been watching this for every day for like 3 weeks. I want to find something new. And then you end up turning it on, Steven Van Zandt says something hilarious, and kind of that Brooklyn sort of accent thing, and then you're in love with the show again. Kind of funny. I was trying to get it positioned right so that the yellow car guy wouldn't run into me. Jeez, talking about an exhaust leak. I actually was going to check something, though, because I know that the turbocharger exhaust is supposed to backfire, but we got one little tiny backfire. Thing is, there's a different way of doing it. Let's put on this exhaust. It goes right there on the turbocharger, which I think I'm going to do just because that would look pretty badass, I think. So we got to pull out our ratchet set. Size 7, no, size 10. It's always size 10. Got a little bit of Takumi Fujiwara going on here with the yellow fog lamps underneath. Not fog lamps, but they're lamps. That's going to turn off because you just took off part of the motor, kind of, sorta. So it's going to be like, oh, taking apart the turbocharger, so it's not going to run anymore. Turbocharger won't. That's exhaust. Correct. That's Finish headbutting simulator, where you can headbutt to work on your car. Working on cars in real life, like, it's fun if you're a car guy, but if you're not, then it's just miserable. And I am a car guy, thankfully, so it's not overly not fun, but, like, you know, it sometimes can be very not fun. Then to actually get it to work again, we gotta put this exhaust on. Yep, air's flowing again, happy again. I know, like, people think, oh, it runs like crap. It's like, dude, the sound of an inline four without a muffler is actually one of my favorites. It's actually a lot of car guys' favorites. Nice. Whoa! That was sweet! Oh man, that is awesome. Not the anti-lag. I think, if I'm not mistaken, anti-lag has something. I don't know. Anti-lag off. Oh, yeah. How to get chicks. That's how. RPM plus all moon. Off. We want our two-step to be like. Give my two-step at like 2 grand. Turn off. Damn. Sorry, that sounds so good. Alright. Handbrakes on, shifting gear, stall the motor, and then turn it off. If you drive a stick, a good rule of thumb to put it in first when you park it. If you park it aiming downhill, you can put it in reverse. So it won't roll if the brake fails. Like, I got a Jeep, and it's got like a 6-speed manual, right? Okay, and the e-brake doesn't work. So if stop on a hill, it'll go backwards or forwards or whatever. But if you know, engage it into gear, it'll stay right where it's at, respectively to the angle that you are aiming. Hey, Tiemo! What's up, buddy? Give me a beer first, because I know you gotta go on back to microwave that Markula logo. I've got that one in the car, so give me a sausage and fries, I'll be right back. That's Tiemo, in case you don't know. I could have parked there, probably would have been better, but it's alright. Hey, I broke his window, by the way. That's why it's broken. Alright, we're gonna grab our beer here. And here we serve beer. I love beer. Of course, yeah, when it's green and not flavorless, because it's a video game. Really though, like, I don't know. It's like, even in the game, what's the point? You can just drink water from the tap. And then I remember YOLO, as far as games are concerned. You only live once. Real life. But as far as games are concerned, you can live infinitely, apart from this one. Unless you so choose. But if I flip these guys off, I might not live very much longer. Pound that stuff, man. Oh. earth? Oh wait, I hear sausage. Sausage and fries. Hi, Tiamo. Thanks, Tiamo. That was delicious. Later, Tiamo. I'm not. You know me, Tiamo. I'll let you later. Alright, guys, I think that's enough for this video. I should probably go pay for that, but I don't want the cops to get called on me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow, maybe? I don't know when the next video is going to get released. This was kind of like an on a whim kind of thing. I didn't really know I was going to do this today, but I figured why not. Oh my goodness. Fine, I'll pay for it. I can't pay for it. Alright then. See you, buddy. Why use doors when you can break windows? Alright, seriously though, guys. Keep on rocking. I will see you guys in the next video. Later.